Just check it out for yourself. Follow me.
What's up, guys? Coming in tonight, I'm going to be honest with you. Tonight is going to be kind of a chill episode. We're going to just have some fun, do a little bit of talk. Well, if you guys got questions you want to ask in the comment section, we'll go that direction. Hell, we may even surprise somebody and bring them on the air tonight too. We'll see how it goes. But we're going to go ahead and jump straight in with our fun beard fact for the week. This is actually was the one I was going to use for our guest. He had some things come up, so he's not able to make it tonight. So for Mr. Holby, but we were going to talk about Vikings and their beard care. So during the time in the age of the Vikings, it was very unheard of to be as clean. And when you think of the Vikings and in that time frame, people think bloody, dirty, and just kind of unruly. But Vikings were actually some of the cleanest people in that era, in that time period. Bathing once a week, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it was a lot more than some others. Matter of fact, when they invaded into England, one of the biggest reasons why the noblemen and whatnot from ancient England had a problem with them is because their women would typically go after or fawn over the Viking men because they were cleaner. They would bathe once a week, where some would bathe maybe once a month in the English culture. But they also took a lot of pride in what they wore and what they had on, and their facial hair and their regular hair. They actually believe, what's up, Yukon, that they actually would use lye to dye their beards and hair blonde because they thought it was more attractive. They found in burial sites, they found tweezers and combs and whatnot to use to brush out and clean up their hair and their beards. So they were actually very much so a groomed society. I just wanted to share that. I thought it was a really cool fact that people in that culture thought that beard care and hair care was vital. So past that though, guys, gonna be kind of a short episode tonight, just kind of hanging out. As most of you guys know, I'm actually going to be traveling up to Syracuse, New York. Me and Haley. Haley has been working on her beautiful, realistic mustache for this competition, for the Hank Wallach Famous Beard Championship, the 70th anniversary. We're really excited. And as you can see on the screen, I am going to be the Master of Ceremonies for this competition. I'm really excited. It's a first time, so I'm a little nervous. We'll see how it plays out. Hopefully it goes pretty well. But past that, guys, it's just kind of want to catch up with everybody, see how everybody else is doing. It's been a long couple of weeks. I know last week's episode I kind of cut short. Had some stuff going on. So I needed to kind of peel out pretty quick. Yukon, I hope you're doing well, brother. I know that are you giving up the wood burning? Is that what I heard? I want to double check on that. And as you can see running across the bottom of the screen here, the 5,000 for the Speedo walk is still going on. beardingwithoutborders@gmail.com if you want to donate to the PayPal. And you guys can help choose where I do it at. We raised the money earlier than October, then I'll do it at any comp you guys want to. But how's everybody else doing? Just wanted to touch base on that. And we're going to, of course, go into our cleanup and talk about some of the comps coming up. I do want to give a big shout out to Hiram's Beard Club and for their competition they did last weekend, Clash of the Bewhiskered. They raised a little over $4,000 in their weekend for their first comp. So big shout out to them and everybody that got to participate and have some fun. It looks like it was a great time, and I was glad that they could raise some good money for charity. A lot of good comps this year so far. What has been some of your favorite comps if you guys have not had a chance to make it yet, or if you guys hadn't made it to a comp? What's been some of the ones that you've liked the pictures from? And if you've made it to a comp, what's been your favorite one so far? Me personally, my favorite so far this year has got to be You Matter 2 down in Texas. Had a lot of fun. And if you guys didn't see it, Mr. Yukon dressed up as Hacksaw Jim Duggan and went across the stage. And I thought I was in a time machine because he was dead on the money. He could have been Hacksaw's son. So, Bearded Hero. Andrew Orton says Bearded Hero. I unfortunately did not get to make the trip for Bearded Hero. We wanted to, just wasn't in the cards for us this year. And it looked like a great comp. I've seen the pictures, and then I've talked to several people that were there and said that it was definitely one for the ages. I'm glad that they were able to raise a little over $12,000 for that one. What's up, Matt? Mr. Sherwood. Need to have you on the show sometime to talk about what you guys got going on out there in Colorado. Big fan. If you guys have not seen Matt Sherwood's got one of the prettiest beards. Kind of bushy, but it's pretty. Like I said, guys, I know this one's kind of weird because I don't really have a set structure this week, but you know, it's just going to be some fun with us with us leaving in let's see, about 5 hours. Well, we do have big bellies, but I have one too, so it's okay. I'll go with that. But it was the 2x4. That's what really did it for me. It was the 2x4. You coming across the stage and in the blue shorts and the 2x4. It was felt like I went back to my childhood. So, like I said, guys, not a big episode tonight, but gonna be a good one. So, and who knows? Like, we may go ahead and throw out a link out there and see who wants to jump in with us. But how's y'all's week been going? Everybody having some fun this week? Got anything fun planned for the weekend? Hopefully, if you're coming up, I'd love to see you guys in Syracuse this weekend. It's going to be a good time. Definitely going to be one I hope continues on after this. So to give you guys a little more backstory, diving into it, of course, when we had Ron Wallach on the show, but I got a little further into the history. And one of the things that I really liked about this was it's kind of an origin story to beard competitions in America. And the reason why he started it was really just a way to have some fun with the local people from his area and, the men from his from the Polish Home Club. And there wasn't so much a charity thing about it. It was just working with the local community there. So what it was is the men would give up shaving for Lent. And the whole concept is during the entire time of Lent, they wouldn't shave. And then the last week going into hey, there we go. If you guys haven't seen this was a commission that Andrew Orton did for UConn. And honestly, it's one of the coolest ones. I need one of those stickers when you get them made, UConn. You're gonna need two, one for me, one for Haley. So, but the last week going into Easter, they would have a little beard and mustache competition, and after that they would shave because Lent would be over. And then the following week at Hank's Cafe in Syracuse, they would actually have a big clam bake for the winners and whatnot. So it was just something kind of fun for them to do to kind of just bring a little more of the community together. And That's something that they continued on up into, I think it was about 1963 is the last time they did it. And so 70 years later, Hank Wallach's grandson, Ron, has decided to kick him back up. And this is the first time doing it. And we're trying to raise money for the Polish home and to help with the old Brunswick lanes and get that back up and moving, uh, and try to restore it to its former glory. So I'm rather excited to be a part of this. Something that definitely had humble beginnings but is really kind of the origin story of what we know as competition, and also as a way towards the beard club world. Uh, in a lot of ways, Hank Wallach's Mustache Club that he had was one of the first beard clubs that we know on record in America. So I'm rather excited to see some good things come out of this. And as you guys know, I'm a big fan of history. Definitely can't wait to see the stickers when they come Yukon. So I think this is going to be a good one. So if you guys are going to be in the New York area, or you're not too far, or it's within a drive time, please come out. I think it's going to be well worth the time. And if anything, come and hang out with us. You'll have myself, Haley, Mr. Ron Rice is going to be making a trip up. We're going to go pick him up at like 3 a.m. to come and join us. And of course, you'll have Aaron and Natalie, and then Ron Wallach and several other good people. If you guys have not had a chance to meet Bob and Elliot from with his TikTok, he's got over 2 million. He named his mustache Elliot. Haley's looking at me weird.
It's Elliot Norris.
Elliot Norris, excuse me.
Elliot.
Haley is sitting over here beside me. So.
From Untouchables, and then Chuck Norris.
Yeah. Elliot Norris, the mustache.
And it's a stunning mustache.
It really is. I get mustache envy every time I see Bob's mustache. So.
I don't. I have my own.
But we're going to have some, it's going to be a good time. And then, of course, Andrew says hi. They can hear you. If you want to come sit over here, you might as well. So it's going to be a real good time. And if you guys can make it out, I would be much appreciated. Let's make this a good turnout so we can continue to go next year into this, because the Polish home is really excited about this. And there's been they're putting a lot of time and effort, and so is, of course, everybody. Show it off. He wants to see the mustache. They want to see the mustache. You guys want to see Haley's mustache that she's been working on?
Oh, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna go get it. It's on its board still.
So she's been working on this for about a week now, and a little over a week. And she actually took off work today so she could finish it.
Good time. All right, it's on its board that I was doing, but there's the lovely handmade by hand mustache that I will be wearing tomorrow. Well, Saturday probably. So that's it.
She actually ventilated the hair and pulled it all together. I actually thought she was gonna trim the length. Instead, she decided to keep it all.
It's long.
Yukon says, "Hey."
Hey, Yukon.
So,
I'm
but
gonna clean it up.
yeah, she's still got a little bit further to go. I guess she's just gonna clean it
cut it
up.
up.
But we're rather excited for it. Anybody have anything fun planned for the weekend, though? Any beard comps that you guys are going to be making it out to? Very nice. I agree, Yukon.
Yes. Well, it's Easter weekend, too, so there's a whole bunch of that.
It is Easter weekend, and we are spending Good Friday on the road. But we may just have to swing by Niagara Falls tomorrow morning.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Maybe another quick trip over to Niagara Falls to go feed the squirrels. As you can tell, that's what she really wants to do.
It's fun.
If you guys,
fun feeding the squirrels the last time we were there.
If you guys have never been to Niagara Falls, comps, taxes, and work. No comps, taxes, and work. Okay, I get that. I actually worked. I worked ahead this week just so I could have this weekend off. Club meeting on Saturday. I'm gonna have to come down there sometime. We're gonna have to make a trip down to Louisiana and come hang out with you guys at a club meeting. But we're excited. When we went back in October to Niagara Falls, we actually spent probably an hour sitting down.
I would say at least 30 minutes. A good 30 minutes.
Somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour.
Feeding squirrels.
Just sitting on the sidewalk feeding squirrels.
Out of our hands.
Because the squirrels are so used to people. Fun beard fact. But the squirrels are so used to people walking up and giving them food. They look for it. They see you coming, they will walk up. They will run up to you just to have some fun. And just to see if you got any. And Haley almost got her finger bit by one because we ran out of trail mix to give them. So
it was fine. It hurt. He was gentle. It was kind of sweet. He just thought my nail looked good. I don't know.
Just a love bite, I guess. So.
Yeah.
But so we're gonna stop by Niagara Falls because if we're that close, got to go and got to go back up there and see it one more time. Maybe go explore the trails a little bit more.
I definitely want to go over onto the two islands that we missed completely last time.
We could that, or we could do the Maid of the Mist. You don't want to go get wet from Niagara Falls? Nah.
I got wet walking up the trail thing.
That was fun though.
That was fun.
Yeah, on the American side, it's not as pretty as the Canadian side, but on the American side, you can actually.
Well, because you can see it from the Canadian side.
Yeah, you can actually go down to the observatory side, and Andrew, you dirty bastard.
Oh, yeah, we are. And so are you.
No, he said, yeah, she did.
Oh, I always do.
But you can actually walk down and get towards the base of the American side of the falls and snap some pretty cool pictures. And then, of course, I got the observatory over the top. So if you guys get a chance, definitely make it out there. Trying to think. We're going to pass right through Buffalo, which is also the home of Matt from Beard Laws, who will also be in Syracuse this weekend. So if you guys have not had a chance to meet or talk to Matt, if you guys have checked out Beard Laws, he's a funny guy, and they have a great show going on. Of course, that'll be on later on tonight. Make sure you guys get with that if you can. I think they're on at 9:00. But Matt will be making the trip up for Syracuse to judge as well. So, other than that, guys, I think we're going to kind of go into cleanup. Said it was going to be a quick, short, easy episode tonight. Tonight I am wearing the Dorchester, which is Boston Scully, Bearded Rook for 15% off. They've got the new trainers are coming out. So good summer hat, good to go into the season with, because I'm going to tell you now, I have a lot of thicker coated hats, and I am definitely picking up some lighter weight hats for this summer because it's going to be a hot one. Thanks.
Sorry, I was tired.
Check it out. I've been using, of course, I'm a big proponent for Mustache Perfector, but I've also been dabbling around with Death Grip, not just because their mustache wax is really good, but they actually have a great balm called Night Owl, and their hair pomade called Slayer Clay is also really good. And they've got a great lineup of oils. So if you guys get a chance, go check out Death Grip and Vintage Grooming. They have some great lineup for products. Matt, thank you for tuning in, brother. So moving right along, of course, we've got the $5,000 Speedo Walk. And just so I can put it out there, if we raise that money I'm just going to put it out. If we raise $1,000 by the time of the competition in May, then I will do the one chip challenge with Kyle Waller. Kyle, I'm changing the number. We raise $1,000 to go towards the Speedo Walk. I will do the one chip challenge on stage, and I will drag Kyle in there with me. And count me in. See, right there. So we can raise $1,000. I will 100% do the one chip challenge and get it aired. We'll even put it up live on the Bearding Without Borders page of me doing the one chip challenge at the competition at the Bearding Without Borders comp. So keep that in mind. Beardingwithoutborders@gmail.com for the PayPal. The Venmo is Bearding Without Borders. If you guys want to contribute, it'd be great. Even Charm said he would do it. What's up, Rob? One chip. If we get it to five, you know what? If we get it to $5,000, Matt, I will do it in the Speedo. I will find the time to get with Barefoot and get the golden Speedo, and I will do the one chip challenge in the Speedo.
I will buy it for you.
Oh, stop. If you guys are looking for something to get into, though, no matter what the weekend is, or if you're looking to travel somewhere, please check out thebeardcalendar.com. That is where we do all our planning from. If there's an event in the beard community, it is on that calendar, whether it be a beard comp, a cookout, a bowling, which we'll talk about here in just a few minutes. You can definitely find it on thebeardcalendar.com. As we know, Clash with the Whiskers was this past weekend. The weekend before that, of course, was Battleborn. Big shout out to Sin City Beard Coalition. Patrick and Lorianne really killed that comp, and so did Bearded Hero. Their last comp did really good. I'm very excited for them and see what they're going to do in the future. This weekend, though, of course, we are going to be talking and going to Wallach's Beard and Mustache Contest, the 70th anniversary, and the Resurgence. And that's going to be what I'm going to call it. Presented by Honest Amish. So come out and hang out with me, Aaron, Natalie, Haley, and a few others. And come have some fun with us this weekend on Saturday. I know it's Easter weekend, but if you got nothing going on Saturday, come and have some fun. Moving forward, we also have Whisker Roundup April 22nd going on in Leadington, Missouri, put on by Wicked Whiskers and presented with Honest Amish. Holvey and them have been doing great work trying to get this all loaded up, and hopefully we can get Holvey on and Caveman to talk with us maybe next week and see how progress is going, getting right into the final hour. Going past that, you have the following weekend is going to be the Mid-Atlantic Beard and Mustache Championship. It's going on in Richmond, Virginia. They put it on every year. I unfortunately will not be able to make it. I am very sad by that, but it is definitely one. If you guys get a chance, hit Richmond, Virginia, go to that one and have some fun. They do from what I understand, they do a great comp every year. So it's on our calendar for next year for sure. Going past that, we have Beardo de Mayo. It's going on up in northern Ohio, right above Columbus, put on by the Ohio Villains. Bearded Jake, big shout out to you and your crew. We are going to try to make that one. Not a guarantee yet, but we're going to see if we can get there May 5th and 6th, and come hang out and have some fun if you're up in the Ohio area during that time. May the 20th, of course, is the Bearding Without Borders Beard and Mustache Competition presented by Honest Amish. We are doing it in Harrodsburg, Kentucky at the Rock Haven Bourbon Bar. Just something that's going to be fun. Like I said, and all the proceeds are going to go towards the Speedo Fund as well, which is then in turn going to go to the Kentucky Lyme Disease Association. Getting past that, a couple weeks later, you're going to be going on. Oh, actually, yeah. A week later, you're going to have Talking Beards, the club online competition, May the 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This will be an FHL competition. Going to be a good one, and it's one you can do right there in the comfort of your own living room. I will probably be competing or at least be watching. It's definitely going to be a fun one to see. So moving past that, Appalachian Beard Fest Part 2 going on in Gent, West Virginia. We are going to get on with and it's going to be presented by Mad Viking Beard Company, and then of course being put on by Beard Mob West Virginia and the Bearded Centers Pennsylvania. This one we will definitely be at. We've had our room booked for months, and they've got some really cool surprises and a lot of extra stuff to do that weekend in that area. So you guys definitely need to make it out.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, West Virginia comp is going to be a destination comp for sure this year. I'm rather excited, and because we didn't get to go last year, and we heard such good things that we're definitely looking forward to it this year. So as soon as the rooms became available, we booked early just to get ready. So, and that one will be a FHL comp as well. If you guys can't make it out to Gent, the following weekend will be Bluegrass Beard On, put on by Beard and Loathing, which is based in Richmond, Kentucky. We will most likely be at that one because it's 20 minutes from the house.
Yes, we will.
And it's also my birthday weekend, so come out and hang out with me and have some fun.
Yeah, that Sunday will be his birthday.
Yep. Last year, the competition was on my birthday. This year, it's the day before. So come out and have some fun with us and have a couple drinks. So moving past that, going into July, the Hoosier Beard Alliance, formerly known as Mad Viking Indiana, are doing their charity bowling bash. We are going to this one as well, July the 15th.
Yeah, we are.
And I love the little Wayne up there with a bowling ball.
I do too. It makes me giddy.
And if anybody says that's not Wayne, they are wrong.
That is so Wayne.
That is such a Wayne Patmore. I'm damn glad to see this banner. So definitely make it out July 15th. They put a lot of work into this. I believe it's going to be in Jasper, Indiana, if memory serves right. Fellow Gemini, mine's the next week. My brother, and our child is actually all three. We're 4 days shy of each other. So me and my child are 4 days shy of being 20 years apart. Me and my brother are 4 days shy of being 7 years apart. So it's the 7th, the 11th, and the 15th. So me too, the 20th. Yeah. So we're going to start making, going back to the Bearding Without Borders comp, I'm going to start teasing judges and putting out judges info, say probably next week. Start putting them out. Maybe once every couple weeks, I'll drop a judge. So going past the Hoosier Beard Alliance, of course, Beard Mob Indiana. Big shout out to Ron and Beard Mob Indiana for all the work they do. They are doing Bearded Theater in Columbus, Indiana at the Historic Theater in town. This one we are definitely excited for just because of the history that goes behind this theater, and this is the first beard event they've ever run at this theater, so definitely excited for that. Yep. Going past that, you're going to get into September, Music City Moonshine Classic put on by Beard Mob Tennessee. They've done some great upgrades. Like last year was so much fun, and then this year is going to be even bigger. We talked about it a little bit last week, and we're going to, of course, talk with Scott and Beard Mob Tennessee here in the next, I'd say probably another couple months right before the time for the competition. We'll get him back on, and we're going to talk about the final setups. If you guys haven't had a chance, please go and check out the raffle that he's running for that weekend. Like $40 a ticket, but there is so much stuff that you get included in with that raffle. It's worth it. Even if you've already got your hotel booked, it's worth getting in on this raffle just for the sheer fact that if you guys win, you'll have food, you'll have like access to like Cooter's Garage, a bunch of other stuff to go on with that. It's worth the money. Chris is absolutely right. Get your tickets for the Tennessee event. It's definitely worth it. But past that, guys, I got nothing really else to go on tonight, so we're going to just go ahead and wrap it up. Once again, thank you for the ones that tuned in. Sorry it's not a super interesting episode, but coming back next week with more. And maybe a couple clips and whatnot from the competition. So we'll see what happens. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, remember to always leave things better than how you found it, and always leave a legacy. Good night.